Well, welcome back, everybody. We're at the Your Little Castle studio, learning a lot about roofing and working in the Spanish. There's a whole culture of Spanish in St. Louis and across the country that is helping our country grow and do good things. So we had some Spanish experts here, Laura and Rubicel, who are the owners of New Life Roofing. Is that true? Both of you owners?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And we had a first half hour that was very informative. So if you missed that, watch the full first half hour because we covered a lot there. And especially for those who speak Spanish, we have a translator in the building too. And this is their daughter, Dana. She's off set over here. I can actually put up the title for her. There you can see Dana Sanchez, office manager. And she helped us to make sure we communicate and make sure everybody understands. That's very important when you're getting a roof done, right? So thank you, Dana, and thank you for joining us for another half hour here, Laura and Rubicel.
No, gracias por invitarnos. Estamos agradecidos de estar aquí en tu casa.
Yeah, thank you for inviting us, and we're really grateful being in your house and having the opportunity to, expand our business.
Yeah, well, we appreciate it. Well, we put our studio in this facility has worked out nicely, so we want to keep having guests come over to where we can record and do a good job to help you get your word out and help people in all of the part of the world that you do to help people. So with that, I've got some more exciting questions for you. You guys had some great answers. We did a little more pregame prep in here. A little warm sometimes. Today's one of the record hot days outside. So we pumped in some cold air here with our indoor air conditioners. But with that, tell me then how, and it's a technology, how has technology affected your business and changed your business?
La tecnología o ha cambiado tu business?
Ha cambiado mucho para bien porque así nos damos a conocer y así hemos utilizado diferentes tipos de aplicaciones, ya sea para detectar en dónde cayó granizo, cómo medir una casa.
It's changed for them for good, The technology has helped them. It's helped them with like different apps, measuring houses, knowing where hailstorms are, like helping them achieve more and faster,
Yeah, we talked about that. We took some notes here. Eagle View, which I knew existed, but that essentially allows you to, and Dana was telling me about that, that allows you to measure the roof with the satellites, I guess is what they do. So you don't have to get up there with a tape measure on the roof. That's not so safe, right? You don't want to be measuring that way unless you absolutely have to. And then also another program I asked, how do you track hailstorms? Because we get so many hailstorms here. You use Hail Trace for that, right? Do those are the two utilities, two of them that you use that help people. Rubicel, tell me, how often is it you have to figure out how much hail happened, how bad the damage was, and track to see if people actually had hail hit their house? Is that right?
¿Cuántas veces tienes que rastrear el hail? ¿Cómo se dice hail? El granizo. Para ver cuántas personas fueron afectadas.
Algunas 2 veces.
He has to check at least 2 times before he makes sure okay, they are affected in this place and stuff like that.
O más de 2 veces.
Or more than 2 times,
Okay, yeah, so you spend a lot of time examining the roofs to make sure, and that's what we're going to get into. We've got a lot of the examples of the work they've done. They've got lots of roofs that they've got taken dozens and dozens of pictures over here we're going to show everybody. I'll give everybody a quick glimpse of this, but this is a whole lot of work that they've done. This is their photos on their Facebook page. But some of these, I'm going to zoom down a little bit here, and you can see, this is where there's some hard hits there that cause some damage. These are the things you find, but you know where to look because you can track where the storm has hit with Hail View, is the software that you use.
Que buscan ustedes cuando pega el granizo.
O igual daños de viento.
Or they also do wind damages. You can notice them from being on the ground. You can just notice the wind damages.
Okay, so wind damage too, you can see that, but and that's all done with software that helps you to do that, right?
Yes.
Y algo importante también es checar si hay humedad en el interior de la casa.
Oh, he said that also one important thing they also do is check if there's any humidity in the house, to prevent mold from forming and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, no, you don't want nobody wants mold in the house, right? Because that causes things to get very bad very quickly. I've dealt with a couple houses in the past that had a little mold, and you've got to start tearing out walls and tearing out insulation and sometimes rerunning wiring, it can be quite a mess. Is that true?
Yeah, y lo más importante también es de que no haya liqueos cuando pasan las tormentas, aparte de que a lo mejor en ese momento no se van a ver que están afectadas por dentro.
Also, like, making sure that there's no future leaks. So, like, in the future you could prevent that, from a... ¿Qué más?
Pero no está de más que siempre chequemos las partes interiores.
También. Also, checking the inside of the house, We know that the outside you can see the damage, but there's also damage in the inside.
Como lo que son los,
Entrar en si él me da permiso de un cliente, me da permiso entrar al látigo de su casa, es mucho mejor también para asegurarnos que no empiece a crearse el mold.
They said that if a client lets them go up their attic, the attic has a lot of stuff, it's really warm. Like, they check for humidity and to prevent mold from forming up there and affecting the roof.
Okay, so yeah, there's a lot going on here. You guys are experts to make sure that these things are all covered, and you do so by doing the inspection, right? This is called the inspection.
Yes.
To make sure that if you see this kind of damage, like you see here, and I'm going to just flip through a couple of the pictures because they've got so much stuff out there that shows all of their work, but the underlayment, the siding, metal roofing, on big trucks to make sure that you can transfer all the data. There's some underlayment, but that's the synthetic felt that you use, right?
Yes.
And you make sure that the synthetic felt is not damaged because it protects the water from getting onto the wood, and then if you get wood that's got damage, now you've really got problems, right?
Yes. Que ahora ya tienes problemas cuando eso el papel no está, ¿qué le pasa? Pues se moja la madera y todo eso.
Sí, ayuda por si pasa alguna tormenta y vuela un shingo, papel sintético es muy importante porque ayuda mucho.
He said, yeah, for example, like if there's a really bad storm with really bad wind, sometimes the shingles can fly off, and that paper, having the paper there, protects it and like reduces your chances of getting a leak,
Of course, yeah. So you don't want this underlayment is I can't imagine there's some people that may not put this down, but you definitely want this because it will protect, like you talked about.
Sé que sabe que hay mucha gente que no lo ponen para abajo, pero que lo pongan.
Pero nosotras sí.
They say, but yeah, we do put it down. We make sure we put it down.
También es por los códigos que tiene GF.
And they say, like, they work with GAF, so like, that's one of the things they have to do the job,
Okay, yeah. So there's certain requirements if you're going to get the warranty, the coverage from the manufacturers, like GAF, who does a great job. You have to put these kinds of things in place, or else it will not qualify, and then you guys will get in trouble, right? That's why you don't do that.
No.
That's why you make sure that you get it put in place according to the guidelines from the manufacturer. And they have training for that specifically to help you to make sure you put it in place correctly, right?
Yeah.
Have you gone through some of the trainings for GAF?
I need that training in GAF.
Sí.
Sí, hemos ido a clases hasta en California. Hemos estado en California.
Yeah, they've been to a lot of classes. We went to, my very first class that I went to was in LA. We went all the way to LA.
So you went out there, or
all the three of us.
All three of you went out there for the training, and you flew out to LA just so that you could get this training to properly install and go to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Okay. Important stuff, and they're willing to travel across the country to make sure that they learn properly how to install these things too. Well, that's dynamite. You guys are really on the ball. Well, tell me then, what is the process if somebody says, I love your work, Laura, Rubicel, Dana, Juliet, and Christopher, right? We got Christopher over here too. He does the door knocking and meets people face to face, and he's training people to do that. Right, Christopher? Yeah. Yep, there he is. All right. So, this is a family effort here. You guys really have the whole family working on this together. How important is that to you guys to be able to work with the family?
Trabajar con la familia. Qué importante es.
Es importante porque en ellos vamos a confiar un negocio en el que ellos pueden progresar.
They say like they're going to trust the family more, They're going to leave a business for them so they can better themselves and also help people with it. ¿Qué más?
Cool. Rubicel, is that important for you too?
Que es importante. Eso también es importante para ti.
Sí, es muy importante y es Pues un legado para mis hijos.
Like he said, to him it's like a legacy to him, you know, leaving a good business to his kids, to his family.
Yes, we talked about
Yeah.
that early on. You mentioned that, and why did you start this? And we didn't really touch on it there. I see your notes, but to leave a legacy for your family, because you've already got 3 family members, 3 of your children that are already working in the business, so that you can turn the business over to them. Is that right?
Sí,
Yes.
porque tiene ya 3 hijos trabajando con ustedes para que ya hagan su negocio más grande.
Sí. Y aparte, normalmente los grupos que traemos igual son familiares.
They said that also the roofing groups, you know, the people that do the roofing,
Da Cruz.
it's also like their family, like their brothers, their sisters, you know, their aunts, their uncles that are working for them too.
Yeah, so this is quite the family
Todo.
affair. There's a lot of families. The whole family gets involved here, and you have cousins and other people. It's-
Cousins,
keep it
Los,
keep it all within the family, right?
sí, los grupos, los jefes de grupos son mis hermanos y todo es familia, sobrinos.
He said like the people in charge of the groups are his brothers, you know, like he trusts them enough to form their own group and like keep them in charge and organized on the job.
Nephews.
Nephews.
Nephews, everybody. Oh wow, you get the whole family involved
Yes.
too. Well, I'll talk to my nephew about that. Maybe he can start helping me here. My niece too, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, tell me, running a business is never easy. You guys are putting a lot of work into this, obviously. You look very professional. Great looking website. I'm going to put this up on the wall here. Here is the website, everybody. But take a look here. This is New Life Roofing LLC. And if you just scroll down here, you can see free estimates. And as you click here, this will take you down to a little form you can fill out. This is what they call a one-page funnel page site. And then you can see, you click here, it'll scroll down and go to the services. But roofing replacement, shingles repair, gutter cleaning, side and installation and repair, soffit and fascia replacement. All of the important things you need to make sure that a house is properly maintained and set up so that when you have a problem, this can all be taken care of. And you guys do the work to help make all of this easy for people to do. A little bit about the company is up here too, though. So here's who you are and the quality work that you do. So check out the website, everybody. You can see newliferoofingllc.com, and they've got the phone number. We got the phone number there for them too. 314-240-8185. 8185. I'm gonna say that again. 314-240-8185. New Life Roofing. Laura and Rubicel join us in the studio. And again, we've got Dana, she's over here. We've got Juliet over here, and Christopher has been popping in and out over here, does a great job too. So thanks you guys. And if you guys want, before the end of the show, maybe we'll have you come on the set and wave to everybody when we do finish up the show. Tell me then, as a matter of going through all of what you guys have, what has been a challenge that you guys have had to overcome? Tell me a time when you had a particular hurdle to overcome and something that was difficult, but you did it with your business and made you stronger, because obviously you're still here. Is there a time you could say you had a challenge in your business?
Como un obstáculo, algo que como que ya no lo querías hacer, pero lo tenías que hacer. Como hablamos ayer.
Ya. Hubo un momento en el que sí no lo quería hacer, pero pues al fin del día tomé la decisión de estar aquí.
Como no sabiendo nada de roofing.
Exactamente.
She said like, since it's like her first time, you know, ever doing roofing, when she first entered it, she did not know nothing about it. So it was like really hard for her to, you know, understand it and like, you know, teach other people about it. But she knew she had to do it, so she tried her best, and she ended up here.
Y
Like anything, you just sometimes have to dive in and go after it and do it, right? Rubicel, is that how you learned this? You've been doing this for 13 years now, and now your own company. What was it like when you first got started? What were some of the hurdles you had to overcome?
¿cómo?
¿Cómo fue cuando empezaste? ¿Cómo fue? ¿Qué sentiste?
Pues bien, el trabajo es pesado en tiempo de calor, invierno, pero me empezó a gustar porque me pagaban bien.
He said he felt good about it, you know, like, ¿qué más habías decir?
Es duro el trabajo.
Like the job is hard and everything, but he still tries to do his best in everything that he does. And you know, in the summer he has a lot of jobs, and then when it gets to winter, you know, you have to kind of like settle down because like it's cold. Nobody needs the roofs, you know.
Okay.
Like that, but they do need their gutters clean before the snow comes down.
So still in the winter, get those gutters clean.
Get the gutters clean.
Very cool. All right. Well, I have a note here from you guys about a favorite quote that you have. Do you remember the quote that you made that you thought was important for what you do with your business? It kind of helps you inspire what you do. Can you tell everybody what that is and what that means?
El que quiere puede.
¿Ese?
Oh, también el.
I think they forgot it.
Can you see it?
El que quiere puede. Who wants to.
Whoever wants, they can. ¿Verdad?
Whoever wants, they can. If you have to have that desire to make it happen, and then if you work at it, you will achieve it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and if you want something, you can get off with dedication and perseverance.
Dedication and perseverance. There's another note for you, everybody. Write that down. Dedication and perseverance. I got that one. That's an important. Those are two important things to make it happen.
Tienes que trabajar más duro y levantarte más temprano.
You just have to work way harder, like a lot, and also wake up early a lot.
Wake up early and work hard.
Yeah.
I'm with you that. So very often I wake up early, like 2 or 3 in the morning, to finish the video editing. But you guys will be doing the stuff because you're getting up as soon as the sun comes up, I would imagine. And so that you can get there and have a full day to do the work. Sí. So sometimes you get up at the crack of dawn, as they say.
Cuando se levanta, cuando casi sale el sol, cuando antes de que sale el sol se levanta.
Sí, le ganamos al sol, Dini.
Yeah, they try to beat the sun.
Try to beat the sun. That's right. Get there before the sun gets up, right?
Siempre tratamos de ganarle el sol.
They always try to beat it. Sometimes they don't, but it'll be okay.
I gotcha. Well, great information you guys are helping provide there. There's their contact information, everybody. Service in the St. Louis and St. Charles and St. Louis metro areas. Call now, 314-349-0302 is another number for emergency repairs there, you can see. And great feedback, great information, great insight that you guys hear to really make a difference. So tell me then, when it comes down to it, what is a question that many people have? They say, I'm ready to do this, but, and we talked a little bit about this, what is that question that they most often have when they're considering getting their roof done?
Como lo que te preguntó de cómo van a pagar o cuánto cuesta.
Pues ya cuando las personas preguntan qué precio tiene, pues tratamos de que la gente no se fije tanto en lo que va a pagar, sino en lo que va a obtener.
She said, like, when people ask them about the price, about everything, the price comes out to be a big amount. But they say they try to focus not on the price, but on what the customer is going to get. Better quality, life-lasting material, better things.
Yeah, is it fair to say that it's better to have a roof that lasts 30 years that you spent even $3,000 or $5,000 more for maybe than a roof that lasts 10 years, and then you got to buy another one 10 years from now? That gets to be very expensive to do it that way.
Y para que mucho dinero para hacer eso.
Y cuando es el precio es muy alto, que a veces el cliente no lo puede pagar, tenemos el financiamiento.
They say, like, when they tell the client the total, sometimes the clients, they don't really have the money to pay all of it together. So we give them like an option of, like giving them financial payments, like you could pay $500 this month, the next month, like every month.
Okay, yeah, so you offer a financing plan so that people can pay monthly because it can be expensive. If it's not covered by the insurance company, some people still need the roof, so then you will have them, they can pay for it in a monthly payment plan for financing you offer.
Y lo mejor es de que no les damos, dependiendo igual también el tipo de trabajo y el monto, no les damos una cifra exacta a la que ellos pueden pagar. Los clientes ponen la cantidad que pueden pagar.
They say depending on the job, they don't give the homeowner a day. Let's say you have to pay the $10,000 in 3 months. No, they tell the homeowner, like, how much do you want to pay or how much can you pay? And then they'll pay that and they have an agreement. Okay, we'll pay this every month. They communicate with them.
Very flexible financing terms, I would say. Yes. But you want to help people to make sure that they get the roof that they need, because if they don't have the roof in order, the whole house could become destroyed. And when nobody wants to, that's why insurance companies do pay for repairs, because they don't want to have to come back and pay for the whole house. If they say, hey, wait a minute, they didn't fix something that they should have fixed that should have been covered.
Sí, por eso la aseguranza nomás dice que hagan como lo poquito para que ellos no tengan que pagar todo.
Pues es ahí donde entramos nosotros.
She said that's where they come in and they help you guys out.
Sí,
Well,
estamos,
very important.
Yeah.
We
estamos
appreciate.
para ayudarlos, para eso estamos, para
They're,
ayudar.
they're here to help you guys in everything, in any way they can.
Well, that's what we'd like to see from our business owners that are doing so. Well, tell me, what is it that gives you ultimately when it comes down to this? You get a lot of satisfaction out of this when it's all said and done. Is it just making families happy? What do you enjoy most about the work that you do? Rubicel, can you tell me that?
¿Qué te gusta hacer de tu trabajo? No, además de ver que las familias están bien y felices de lo que haces, ¿qué más te gusta?
Instalar shingo,
¿Instalar chingo?
instalar el shingo, ayudarle a la limpieza,
I think he likes to do more of the work. I think the work that he does satisfies him a lot. Like doing the shingles, putting them on, cleaning, like seeing that his job and what he did and the result of it. I think he likes the job more.
Yeah, okay, good. The satisfaction of a job well done, they say, right?
Y aparte de que el cliente esté bien en el trabajo, me gusta que los trabajadores también estén bien. Entonces, si está muy caliente, voy por agua o Gatorade.
And like apart, he also cares about the clients, but he also cares about his groups, If it's too hot, he'll go get them water, Gatorade, get them food, get them whatever they need, because they're obviously his workers and he's going to care for them too.
Yes, if you have a happy crew, then you have a happy client because your crew is doing a good job then to make sure that the client gets everything done. We got to put the hat on again for you guys. I get so excited I keep going. I normally put the hat on about this time or sometimes earlier, but you guys really are doing a great job to help the community. The great satisfaction you must get from helping make people be happy about what they're doing. I'm going to take a look here. We also they have a TikTok page, everybody. How many people are now familiar with TikTok? So we're going to pull up the TikTok page, and I have it saved here as where did we put your TikTok? There it is. Is that at there it is. Okay, there it is. So I'm taking a look here, and tell me, what's it like putting together all of these videos? You got so many videos here to help people, and we talked about how you get to do the underlayments. You get to make sure the whole roof is put in order. And here, I want to show this one here because this is a deck where they literally tore it down to the decking, right?
Yes.
And then there's the underlayment. Yeah. This is a good example. And there it is with the roof and the venting at the top.
Yes.
And the ridge vent put on top of it. So that's kind of a good example of some of the work you do from beginning to end, right?
Que es un buen ejemplo de cómo empiezan y cómo terminan.
Yep.
Sí.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
And then as we go down here, we've got a ton of other great examples of
This job is 60 square.
this one here?
Yes.
60
Okay, so
squares.
this is 60 squares. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about this job, if you would.
Cuéntale un poquito de ese trabajo que hicieron.
Empezamos temprano porque el día va a ser muy caliente.
He said that day it was going to be a really hot day, so they got up way early to take down the old roof and start putting the paper and everything in it. ¿Qué más?
Yeah, you can see the tear off there and all the work done. But 60 squares, you did that 60 square roof in one day.
En un día.
Yeah, in one day.
In one day they did 60 squares.
Wow,
muchas
that's
veces,
a big roof.
Yeah, muchas veces le decimos al dueño que solo falta pasar un poco de limpieza, pero regresamos al otro día a terminarlo.
La limpieza?
Clean the nails.
Oh, they say like before they leave, they get as much as the cleaning that they can, but they tell the client, tomorrow, the next day, we're going to come over and do more of a deep clean, Like for nails, the nails that fell on the ground, trash on the floor, they want to keep it clean, just how they found it.
Well, very important to do a good job, and that includes cleaning the area after you've done so. Is there any other particular videos? I know we were looking at this before. You've got so many videos. You guys, when you have somebody takes the time to put together a YouTube channel like this, a TikTok channel like this, which one do you like?
This is siding.
This one here for siding?
Yeah.
Let's take a look here.
Eso fue de una casa.
The flyer house. Una casa con
Dos houses. Esa casa fue de diciembre pasado que se hizo, pero en febrero se quemó. Entonces,
Hicieron otra vez.
Okay, can you translate for us, Dana?
He said that TikTok that you guys just saw about the house, they did that house in December, but in February it burned down.
Oh, wow.
Ya, dos houses.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, por eso se ve así, porque ese día fuimos, al día siguiente que se quemó nos llamó la misma mismo homeowner y nos dijo que quería.
And then that same day that it burned down, the next day, the homeowner, they called them and said, yeah, can you like come and help me fix it, you know?
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
so
they
you got
got
to,
called
well,
again,
they
yeah.
trusted your work and had you come back to do more. So
Yeah.
that's important. Okay.
Emergency tap. Las
Okay.
lonas de emergencia también.
Yeah, having emergencies, they'll be
Tarp.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they put emergency tarps to cover it up to prevent more.
Ah,
more
yes, of
damage,
course.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that when you're doing the work that it gets covered so that no rain
Yeah.
comes in there. All right, this looks like you've got a heck of a crew going on here. That's a
Yeah.
heck of a tear off there. Tell me a little bit about this one, this
Dile de
job.
ese trabajo que tiene, que hicieron ahí.
What is
Ahí-
going on here with this job?
Ahí estoy.
There's your crew, okay.
Dice, que le cuentes del trabajo.
Igual el mismo proceso, llegar temprano, mover las mesas, todo lo que haya alrededor, plantas, algunas
Dice-
plantas.
He said that he also goes to the big jobs and does the roofs too. That he still does the roofs, and then that on that one, they did a big roof. They started off really early. They took everything down. They teared it down, but they finished it in one day.
That roof they did in one day also?
In one day, they finished
Sí,
that whole roof.
en 10 personas.
10 people,
Okay, but you had 10 workers out there to do
10
that
workers.
and get the work done.
Removimos el papel, new drippage, and I can
Yeah.
put iso on it.
Yeah, they took the old paper out, the old everything, put
That
rich
one?
bin. Okay.
This one here?
Yeah,
Another good example? Tell us about this house.
Cuéntales de esa casa.
2 días. 2 días. Fue un trabajo duro porque tenemos que cuidar las ventanas.
They said that job actually took them 2 days because they had to be careful with the windows. I think something about the windows was really like special, so they didn't want to ruin them. But it took them 2 days to finish it.
Okay, yeah, so that's a brick house with a large number of windows, and you
Yeah.
can see all of what had to be done to make sure that that was done properly as well. Well, wow, everybody. We an incredible amount of work you guys here. Make sure everybody check out their, I'm going to put it up one more time for everybody, but look at the, this is their TikTok channel. If you do a search for New Life Roofing.
Aquí también cuando hacemos las.
Ahí es para detectar la humedad del
Ahí estoy hablando con la clienta.
Chris.
Yeah, that's
There it is, and there's
Christopher
Chris.
Peru.
Everybody gets to
Yeah.
see him. Well, cool. All right, everybody, come on and sit real quick with us. You can say hi here. Come on over and say hi to everybody. As we finish up here, just make sure we don't. There we go. Come on in. This is your crew, everybody. This is everyone that works for the family here. And you guys have been enjoying an exciting show here, Your Little Castle. And this is everyone that does the work. We're going to see. I might be able to get everybody here. We'll see if we can. There we go, everybody. Say hi.
Hi.
And si, senor, senorita, thank you for coming on our show here. This is the Your Little Castle show. And everybody, we appreciate your all hard work. Stay tuned for more, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you. Giddy up.